Yo, what's up everyone and welcome back to some event boss farming. The Overlord event boss to be specific, Riku. And he's bringing some decent stuff. Nothing too crazy, just a Kakutas cosmetic. I don't know why they didn't give anyone else's, but yeah. That's something. And we're getting a little bit of gems, normal materials, that kind of stuff. He's pretty easy to farm. Last time we had to farm him with an Albedo team. And this time it can work, but there's a slightly better counter unit in play currently. So I think that's the better team to be running. This team can work, but Baldr is a slightly better variant, as you don't actually need to play the counter. And my Baldr doesn't actually have insane gear by any means, and actually the top pieces is not even really rolled. So yeah. There is an auto team which I'll be using in this, and which I have been using to farm. Which is not this one actually, because the RNG, if I said this Baldr team on auto, is kind of terrible, so I don't auto with it. The person I'm farming with has Baldr set as well, but he's running Raftali in there for like a slight bit more like single target damage, so she can like actually kill the second phase a little bit easier. So yeah, when I put it on auto, for this specific team, it focuses, and I don't know why, Hawk cards are kind of like thrown a little too often for my blood. So if I'm using this team, I'll have to actually play it manually and use Freyr cards to actually do some damage instead of like throwing a bunch of Hawk cards, which is kind of annoying. But this team does it pretty easily. The counter like cleans up phase 1 very, very easily. Honestly, you don't even need 2 counter teams, which really plays into the second team, because one Baldr is basically all you need. And you can just run a DPS team if you don't really want to run double Baldr, which I don't think is really needed. One Baldr is more than enough to clear this. So if you're running a Baldr, run it with like an AI with a proper DPS to kill the second phase in like one shot, so it doesn't waste time. So Raftali actually like does major damage in the second phase. That's why he's running her. She's actually pretty good for that. Still pretty good 2-turn farming. Alright, the second team, which I used to auto the most. Basically, Bell team with Esconer DPS down for Liz rank up and Gother. Pretty easy. If you have it set up the same way I have it, it kind of guarantees Gother's rank up, his debuff, and hopefully Esconer's AoE. If it plays exactly like that, you pretty much guaranteed his single target card for like the second phase, which kills it in one shot, no matter his HP. Also, yes, you're running it with a Baldr team because it just makes it so much easier. It doesn't really matter if you're autoing. Hopefully it's an AI or a person. It doesn't really matter at that point. Baldr is going to clear phase 1. Then your Esconer pretty much clears phase 2. Very easy. Very, very easy team. This is the team I've been using for most of my farming. Because I did test quite a few teams, and this was the one I've been using the most. Just like, I come in, pop the auto on, and let it go to town. Pretty easy 2-turn auto team, I guess. You can call it that, right? I'm pretty sure. It's just about finding a proper teammate. But there are multiple teams you can do this with, even if you can't get like a Baldr like teammate. Albedo teammate as well, same thing. You can still put it on auto, let it rank up, and if he has like an Albedo, he'll probably just rank it up and hit him with his Albedo counter, and it'll literally just go to town. The third team actually went back to Alto Counter with Vittoria. You don't actually need Vittoria, you just need any DPS. It doesn't really matter. Someone that can hit. And Baldr for a rank up. The rank 2 Albedo just makes it so much easier. So your teammate doesn't actually need to run a counter. So if you're running with an AI with DPS and you don't have Baldr, Albedo is here for you. Like, you just rank up your Albedo, you counter, and she pretty much just one-taps this phase. And hopefully your teammate probably has like one DPS card, hopefully. And your Vittoria is pretty much going to do everything else. Honestly, I wish he didn't have that first part of his thing where he has like the reduction part. It would have made it like a little bit easier and faster to farm. But we take these, right? Easy 2-turn farming regardless. Not too hard. There's quite a few teams. Like, even after this, you can run. These are just some options like I just threw together. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.